Welcome to Comerica Park in Detroit. It's Game 3 of a 3-game weekend series between the Red Sox and the Detroit Tigers. Welcome inside the broadcast booth, everybody. I'm Don Orsillo, joined today by Hall of Famer Dennis Eckersley. The Red Sox with a chance to win the series today. So far, the series has been a big one for David Ortiz.
It's amazing to me that they pitched to David Ortiz. Last night, 3-0 pitch, he hits off the center field wall. 2-0 pitch, he hits out of the ballpark. Went bridge the night before off the rookie left-hander. It's amazing. He has worn this club out like nobody's business. And you see the length of that home run off of that kid. You know, we saw the home run in New York just like that off the other rookie kid. I mean, he's been so hot over the last 2 weeks. Nobody's been as hot as David Ortiz. And, you know, the option kicked in for next year, but the numbers, unbelievable. You know, over the last 5 years against Detroit, it's been ridiculous. And you can't forget the grand slam that he hit in the 2013 playoff game. So this guy should not even been pitched to. But once again, he's got 489 home runs. He may make a run at 500 home runs this year.
It's been incredible for David Ortiz back in the lineup again today for the Red Sox. They try to win the series. They send Henry Owens to the mound looking for his first Major League win in his second Major League start. We're back with more right after this. A3 today. Dunkin' Donuts, America runs on Dunkin'. Toyota's website for deals by Toyota.com. DraftKings, the official daily fantasy partner of your Boston Red Sox. Nissan gets a Nissan's ride of your life for exciting performance and bonus cash. Shop ChooseNissan.com. The Scion TC. And by Southwest Airlines. Book your low fare now at Southwest.com. Fans making their way inside Comerica Park in Detroit. A beautiful day as we get ready for Game 3 of the series. Let's check in with Karen Austin.
Thanks, Don. From Koji Uehara's wrist to Mookie Betts' concussion, manager John Farrell said it best, this team is banged up. There was some positive news from Farrell today. Looks like Clay Buchholz is feeling good and is set to meet again with Dr. Andrews as he gets closer to starting a throwing program.
He's actually going to go for a recheck on Wednesday. Over to see Dr. Andrews. We would hope at that point there'd be clearance to put a ball back in his hand. So this isn't a result of any plateauing. He feels good physically. The strengthening and all the exercises he's going through has been as anticipated. So this is more clearance to begin a throwing program.
Well, it's a beautiful bay in Detroit. Ernie Harwell Field, the site of the old Tiger Stadium. We're back at Comerica Park right after this. Southwest Airlines. Book your low fare now at southwest.com. We welcome you back to Detroit. A beautiful day here in Detroit. Going to be another big crowd on hand today as the Red Sox and Tigers wrap up their 3-game series. Chance for the Red Sox to win the series today as the Tigers have taken the field this afternoon. So let's check out the visiting Red Sox lineup. It's brought to you by your Eastern Hyundai dealers. Leading it off and at third base today is Brock Holt with Rusney Castillo in right field. Xander Bogaerts at shortstop bats third with David Ortiz the DH. Travis Shaw at first base with Alejandro De Aza in left. Mike Swihart does the catching with Josh Rutledge getting the start at second base. And Jackie Bradley Jr. in center field bats ninth. Tigers starting pitcher presented by New England Nissan dealers. Justin Verlander making his 10th start of the year, 1-4 with an ERA over 5 at 5.05 coming into today's game. He's logged 57 innings, 40 strikeouts to 12 walks, and opponents hitting at .273 against Verlander this year. At home has not been good for Verlander, 0-3 with a 7.76 ERA at Comerica Park. The Tigers defensively brought to you by DraftKings. From third to first, Nick Castellanos, Jose Iglesias, Ian Kinsler, and Jeffrey Marte. Left to right in the outfield, Rajay Davis, Anthony Gose, and J.D. Martinez, with James McCann catching the day game after the night game in this series against the Red Sox. Today's umpires are brought to you by Buick. Experience a new Buick lineup during this year's Sign and Drive. See your local Buick dealer today. Well, Ben May has the plate calling the balls and strikes. Scott Barry at first base, James Hoy at second base, and Ted Barrett, the crew chief, is at third. Where available, this telecast can be heard in Spanish by selecting the SAP button on your television remote. Enjoy the game. Got a cloud covered right now. There's some sunshine through the clouds. Temperature 77 degrees. Breeze in from center at 5 miles per hour, and the forecast partly cloudy as the Red Sox wrap up their series with the Tigers today before moving on to Miami. And Brock Holt standing in to get it started. First pitch of the ball game from Verlander is in there for strike one, and we're underway.
No, it's not the same Verlander. He had first time in his history been on the DL. 10 years in the big leagues. That's saying something. A guy as durable as Verlander, but not the same pitcher, but the numbers will tell you.
It used to be that Verlander would increase his velocity as his outing went on, and he'd be stronger at the end of the game at times. See, this season, the arsenal for him, which is a little bit different, not quite as many fastballs. Ahead 0-2. And a check swing foul back into the seats.
Pitch a good ball game back in Fenway Park back in late July. 1 run in 8 innings. But the punch outs are down. Here's a guy that punches out 200 guys a year, over 200 innings. Just such a durable guy. Last couple of years have been downhill. This year DL.
Foul ball off to the left, out of play.
But he wasn't always just about his gas. I mean, he's got a good curveball, a good changeup, could cut the ball in. Got a couple no-hitters under his belt. A little MVP piece.
Breaking ball there, line to right field, and it's going to be a foul ball right down the line. Foul at the last second down there in the right field corner. Strikeout since 2008. Pretty good company right there. Felix Hernandez on top. Clayton Kershaw, then Justin Verlander. Suffered the loss in his last start on Tuesday against Kansas City. Did go 7 innings, but gave up 5 runs on 10 hits. Fly ball out to right center field. Anthony Gose making his way over, and he'll put it away for out number 1. So Brock Holt retired, and it brings up Rusney Castillo. One down. Brad Ausmus at the helm here for the Tigers. Has been since Jim Leyland stepped down, and disappointing year for the Tigers. 54-56 record coming in.
Been difficult for Brad this year with this bullpen, not knowing who to go to. He's only got a couple guys that have thrown the ball good. Rondon last night looked good closing it out.
Kind of a battle with his catcher last night as to what he was going to throw.
Didn't he?
Yeah.
It's amazing. He's throwing 100 miles an hour and he wanted to throw a slider.
A lot.
A lot.
1 to Castillo. They'll straighten him up as he jumps back out of the way.
But like he said with Verlander, he used to have a fastball that he would save, you know, extra 3-4 miles an hour, almost like Pedro. Get in trouble, guy on third, no chance. He'd just tune it up.
He'll pop up right side. Ian Kinsler, the second baseman, makes the catch. 2 down here in the first inning. Well, fans, Nesson is looking for the best backyard ballparks in New England. Upload a video of your backyard ballpark to NESSON.com/ballparks. Enter today. If you are the winner, Jerry and I will visit your backyard ballpark. We'll get that in soon when we're getting to that point of the year. We'll be heading out to your ballpark in your backyard. 2 down, Xander Bogaerts at .312, 3 homers, 53 runs batted in. Xander 4 for 10 in the series. Had a hit last night. And jumps back out of the way of a pitch up and in. Bogaerts at .312. Right now, 5th in the league. Kipnis at .326. 1-1 pitch in there for a strike, and it's 1-2.
I think that what the book would be now after they've seen Bogaerts swing the bat so well, hitting the ball the other way, that the Marks are pounding him inside, I would think.
Swing and a miss, and Verlander strikes out Bogaerts to end the first. 1-2-3 first. The Tigers are coming up. Detroit, the Tigers lineup is brought to you by New England Chevy dealers. Rajai Davis leading it off, the Connecticut native in left field. Jose Iglesias at shortstop batting second. Ian Kinsler at second base, former Ranger. Victor Martinez, the DH, with J.D. Martinez in right. Nick Castellanos at third base with James McCann doing the catching. Jeffrey Marte at first base, and Anthony Gose is in center field and batting ninth. The Red Sox starting pitcher presented by your local New England Audi dealers. Henry Owens making his second major league start. The first one at New York, a loss. 5+ innings, 5 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned runs. Through 96 pitches in that debut. Another big stadium and a big crowd here in Detroit. And Rajai Davis to lead it off for Detroit. One thing we noticed in the first outing, Eck, was a lot of pitches up for Owens.
Right, he's like, you know he's not a burner. He's not going to throw it 95, but he's got a good changeup. We saw the curveball, good slider to Ellsbury he featured. I think he's trying to establish last time that, that high fastball, and but everybody knows that that's not his forte. It's about a little more finesse. You see a big guy like that, 6'6", you think he's going to just bring it.
Davis with a tough swing there, and Owens starts off with a strikeout to begin the day. Let's check out the Red Sox defensively, brought to you by Southwest Airlines. Third to first, Brock Holt, Xander Bogaerts, Josh Rutledge, and Travis Shaw. Left to right in the outfield, it's Alejandro De Aza, Jackie Bradley Jr., and Rusney Castillo. Blake Swihart doing the catching for Henry Owens. Seen Rajai Davis have some bad at bats in this series.
I was just going to say that. Last night, the first at bat, he swung at strike 3. It was one of the ugliest swings you ever saw. Next time up, punched out again, and then he went bridge out of nowhere.
Well, the first AB today wasn't great as he strikes out swinging. And it changed his mind in the middle of that swing. Jose Iglesias bunting at it, but it goes back to Owens. Low throw, and it's dug out by Shaw. No! Safe at first base is Iglesias. Now they're going to call him out. The home plate umpire calling him.
He was on the dirt inside part of he was out of that lane that you have to be in. He didn't get hit by the throw, but I think
he was inside.
He's way inside. He's on the grass. And
wow.
You see that ball thrown down low.
Huh. And then it kicks out, and they're checking on Shaw. So you got both managers on the field right now. One checking on an injury at first base, and the other arguing this play at first.
Right. What he's saying is that, he didn't really get in the way of the throw. The throw was already there, but he was so far off. He was on the grass, of the infield grass. Kicked it away.
Yeah, I think he had the ball in the glove on the bag, so he would have been out there.
Right, but did that have anything to do with it? The fact that he was running on the infield grass? I mean, you just can't have anything to do with the infield grass on a play to first. Like you're interfering with the throw, but he didn't really interfere with the throw. I mean, it's one thing if he gets drilled in the back with the throw being on the grass like that, but the throw was already there.
And he steps on the glove, and the glove and the ball are on the base. He should be out.
Right.
Which is what the home plate umpire is saying, I think. But I agree with you. He was inside all the way down. And Ausmus has been out there arguing, while John Farrell's out there checking on Shaw, who gets stepped on.
I mean, did he impede with the throw? I mean, the throw got by. The throw was just a bad throw, and he stepped on his glove. But he was out of that base path. Clearly on the infield grass, running all the way.
Well, checking on the arm.
I thought he just put his spikes on the glove.
Now they wrapped up his hand area.
Once again, just a bad throw. Just shoves it right into the ground. It didn't hit the runner, right?
Yeah, he stepped higher on the glove than I thought. It was really on the wrist that he cleated him on. Right above the hand
that's
area.
Nasty right there.
Ooh. Owens tossing some as they continue to check on Travis Shaw at first base.
Owens just threw him a little changeup on the ground. You know, it's just an awful throw, just brutal throw. One hopper and then ow, right on the wrist.
So 2 down. Ian Kinsler coming up. Kinsler at 302, 6 homers and 50 runs batted in. The second baseman batting in the 3 spot. Kinsler 3 for 4 in the ball game last night with a double.
He has been on fire for the Tigers.
Since the beginning of July, he's hit it 400. 54 for his last 135 at the plate. And 5 for 8 in this series. Strike call, generous. 2-1. Look back from Kinsler. Ben May has a plate today for the umpires. Line off the glove at third base of Brock Holt. Down the left field line, DeAza will dig it out there, but it's a double for Kinsler. Not sure what happened there. I don't know if he got a glove on it or not.
It's like slow motion, wasn't it?
A double for Kinsler. We'll get a look at this.
Some changeup, belt high changeup, middle he yanks. One hands it almost. Like Holt just jumped too soon. Ball was hooking away from him. Just nicked the glove a little bit.
He did get a glove on it. Changed direction and into foul ground.
You think he should have caught that?
Looked like he should have.
It wasn't a rocket.
It works out to be a double.
Fooled him a little bit.
Victor Martinez hitting at 247, 9 homers, 45 runs batted in. Chance here with the runner at second base with 2 down. And a foul tip for strike 1. Last 3 games, Victor Martinez has hit 3 home runs.
Not much velocity early on. Then you see a little sloppy curveball. The changeup that he threw to Kinsler wasn't real good.
Fouled at the plate. And it's 1-2. Victor Martinez getting his 9th home run of the year last night. It's part of the Tigers' win. Shinichi Tozawa.
Kind of a no-doubter, huh? Just ridiculous.
Back and forth they went last night, but in the end, the Tigers come away with the win. Red Sox won the first game of the series, so today the rubber game of the 3-game series. Tigers threatening here in the first with Ian Kinsler at second base, 2 down in the inning. And a swing and a miss. Owens strikes out Victor Martinez to end the first. No score after 1. Giveaway night at Fenway Park. All kids in attendance will receive a free lunchbox. Visit redsox.com/promos for more info and to purchase your tickets now. Maybe the youngest Red Sox fan here today. Scoreless as we head to the second inning back in Detroit. David Ortiz, Travis Shaw, Alejandro De Aza scheduled to bat in the inning. And as Ortiz bats, Shaw has not yet come out on deck. As of course he got cleated at first base and maybe retaping right now as nobody on deck. Here he comes. (1-0) and Ortiz will slap it foul off to the left out of play. Well, did you miss today's all-new NESN Clubhouse? Catch the encore presentation tonight immediately following our Red Sox post-game coverage. NESN Clubhouse presented by Delta Dental of Massachusetts. Ball and a strike to Big Papi. High for ball 2.
Boy, he's got some pitches to hit, and he has not missed it recently. Last night, first time up, 3-0 pitch. He hit off the top of the center field fence.
Deepest part of the yard here in Detroit, 420 feet away. Swing and a miss, 2-2. Badly fooled there.
A good change up there by Verlander. Ball going down and away hard.
17 RBIs in his last 7 games against the Tigers. And he strikes out here. The fastball running away. Second strikeout for Verlander.
Kind of throttling everything. Fastball change up, back to the fastball. Back and forth, throws it right by him. Ball upstairs. Late.
One down here in the second inning. 4 in a row out of the gate. Retired by Verlander today. And here is Travis Shaw. .313 so far in a Red Sox uniform for Shaw. 2 homers and 4 runs batted in. Hits in 32 at bats. The breakdown for Shaw so far.
He's going to get his chance now. Napoli gone.
He started every game at first base since Napoli has been traded to the Texas Rangers. Gone 0 for 8 in the series. Fifth career major league stint for Shaw, and all have come this year. He's got a hit on the road trip, 1 for 9. That came off the Yankees closer, former Red Sox lefty Andrew Miller. Swing and a miss. Verlander back up top. Fastball's been at 93.
Puts it in a good spot. It's like ties him up a little bit, belt high in. Can't get to it.
Shallow in center as Anthony goes. Payoff pitch coming to Shaw. And that's ball 4. Works a 1-out walk. Red Sox have their first base runner of the day. Well, attention, Red Sox Nation. There's a reason why the Boston Red Sox and the rest of America run on Dunkin', because our coffee is consistently smooth and delicious. The Boston Red Sox run on Dunkin'. 1 out, Shaw at first base, and Alejandro De Aza coming up. 271, 6 homers and 29 runs batted in for De Aza.
He's got a little history facing Verlander, having been with the White Sox all those years. A couple home runs off of him.
For 34 with those 2 home runs against Verlander. 2 for 4 in the series so far. Check on Shaw's lead was not terribly large, able to get back to the bag without too much trouble. It's become a tough place for the Red Sox to win. They are 3-10 in their last 13 regular season games in Detroit. Fly ball down the left field line. Davis giving chase, but that's back into the crowd.
A lot of fastballs early on by Verlander. Topped out at what, about 94 at this point.
One and two down to De Aza.
He's definitely trying to establish that fastball first time around. Slider.
On the ground to first base, picked by Marte to second for one. Back to first, not in time. And both Verlander and Marte at the bag at first as De Aza reaches on the fielder's choice. 2 outs in the inning.
Marte didn't need any help from Verlander. He almost got in the way. Sharply hit ground ball. See Marte gloves this ball close enough to the bag to go back to it. You see Verlander gets in his way over there. Like, even though De Aza could run pretty good, the ball was hit so sharply. Somebody's going to get hurt. Verlander hanging around.
So 2 down. De Aza at first base. Shaw going pretty hard there at second after Iglesias.
Yeah, he did.
Maintain contact with the bag though, so legal. Over to first base and back is De Aza. .254 with a home run. 15 runs batted in for Swihart. Last night 3 for 4 in the ball game. They continue to work on Travis Shaw.
Surprised he doesn't need stitches or something.
30th pitch for Verlander on the ground, right side. Kinsler is not going to get it. And reaching at first base is Blake Swihart. By the time he get a glove on it, he was in short right field. Piazza moves up to second on the base hit for Swihart.
Took a bad hop on him and crawled up his arm. It looked like it was going to be a base hit anyway, but if he gloves that ball, I think he's got a shot at him. But you see the ball takes a bad hop, comes up on him. Will go as a base hit.
And the first hit of the day for the Red Sox. 2 on, 2 down. There's Josh Rutledge. 1 for 11 so far in a Red Sox uniform after coming over from the Los Angeles Angels in the Shane Victorino deal. Ooh, they have changed it up. They're going to charge an error.
Wow. If he gets it cleanly, there's a shot at first base, but I thought there was a bad hop there.
So error charged to Ian Kinsler at second base. No hit for Swihart. Red Sox still without a hit today. Tardy on that was 95, and another look at the was now ruled an error.
See it come off the lip, kind of popped up a little bit, fooled him. That's a tough error.
Off the plate goes over the mound from shortstop comes Iglesias. He throws to second with no play at first, and everybody's safe. Now there's a base hit. Rutledge aboard, and the Red Sox have him loaded.
It's not pretty, but he'll take a little chopper over the Verlander's head. I don't know if it bounced off the plate or what, but way over the head of Verlander. You see Iglesias coming in. He knows he's got no play. Kind of trick, throw behind the runner. Thought he was going to try to barehand it at first, but once he gloved it, he had no chance, and then he throws behind to try to get Swihart.
Bases loaded, 2 down. Jackie Bradley Jr. his first at bat of the day. 121 with a home run, 4 runs batted in. 96 that time, so it is now rising as far as the velocity going for Verlander.
Bases loaded. This is the time when he's pumped up.
Bases filled with Red Sox with 2 down here in the second inning. Two 2-0. Almost the same spot.
Been throwing a lot of high fastballs to left-handers trying to get it in on him.
Three 3-0. All fastballs, all up.
He's had a hard time getting the fastball down all day, really.
So bases loaded, 3-0 the count. And he pours in a strike there.
This is his pitch here. He's got to let it fly. He's going to get a piece of cheese. He's got to turn.
25th pitch of the inning for Verlander. And there's ball 4. He walks in a run. So from third base comes De Aza, and the Red Sox take a 1-0 lead. Justin Verlander walking in a run. Second walk of the inning.
He's got to be upset, frustrated with himself. 9th hitter, walks the 9th hitter. All high fastballs. This ball's up. Jackie's not going to swing at that. Not even tempting.
So now Brock Holt bats. His second look at Verlander today. As he takes strike 1, it's that one down. Holt flied out to the center fielder Anthony Gose in the first inning. Swihart at third, Rutledge at second, Bradley at first. Broken back grounder, diving as Verlander can't get it. Kinsler throws to first, late run scores. In from third comes Swihart. The Red Sox take a 2-0 lead. Red Sox still really haven't squared up a ball in this inning, but have a 2-0 lead.
Boy, is that ugly or what? But it's a pretty thing. Gets crunched on a fastball inside, and Verlander hasn't got a chance at this. This is nowhere to no man's land. You think about it. Way inside on his knuckles. You see Kinsler has a, you know, Marte didn't get back to the bag. Kinsler had nothing to throw to. I don't know if that he would have thrown him out, but you see the dive by Verlander. He's charging, and you see Marte's not even at the bag. I don't think that would have mattered, but it sure didn't look pretty.
So the bases reloaded here for the Red Sox. 8th member of the Red Sox to bat in the inning is Rusney Castillo. He popped out to the second baseman, Ian Kinsler, in the first inning. Such a different looking Verlander.
Haven't seen a lot of breaking balls, a lot of fastballs, all of them up. He's working hard.
The year you were talking about earlier, 2011, he was 24-5, 34 starts, a 2.40 ERA.
Did him a favor right there. Ball's very tempting. High fastball, cannot catch up.
Three and one.
That was a misfire right there. Got to the side of that ball.
Bases loaded here. 2 runs in for the Red Sox in the second inning. Fly ball down the right field line, out of play. Last year, Verlander finished the year 15-12 with a 4.54 earned run average. It's only been a 20-game winner once. It was that year 2011 when he was 24-5. Stands at 6'5", 225. Payoff pitch. And a ground ball left side. Castellanos at third base. The throw is in time. And the inning is over. But the Red Sox get 2 runs and take a 2-0 lead. Presented by AAA. We'll have a one-on-one with Sox rookie pitcher Henry Owens. Tune in tonight at 5:30 right here on NESN. Well, Henry Owens with a 2-0 advantage as he gets ready for the bottom of the second. And we've noticed that Jeffrey Marte has kind of been all over the place at first base.
He really has. I mean, you think it's easy to play first base. Then you see Marte, the way he's been playing it, and he can tell you it's not that easy.
Omar Vizquel in between innings talking with him. His footwork is kind of all over the place over there at first.
It is, and then he didn't know where to go on that little weak ground ball by Holt.
J.D. Martinez leading it off here in the bottom of the second inning.
Well, they missed that guy. He's not coming back for a couple weeks, I think.
Well, the game's best. Always fun to watch. Triple Crown winner.
Hitting 350 when he went down.
It's amazing. You know, we saw him yesterday as we were coming in. He is a big man.
Yes, he is. He's got to be, what, 6'4", about 250?
One-two pitch. J.D. Martinez reaches out, fouls it off to the right, out of play. J.D. Martinez now with 30 home runs, got his 30th in this series. Mike Trout leading the American League with 33, and Albert Pujols going back and forth. Angels have slid a game and a half back of the Astros now in the American League West. Fly ball foul off to the right. Texas in it as well in the AL West right now, 4.5 games back. They had Hamels, they had Napoli trying to make a run. The Astros right now in the game and a half lead over Los Angeles.
The Mariners are a disappointing team in that division.
Expected much more from them than what happened this year, especially coming off last year. They're 9 games under 500. Down the right field line, but foul.
Everything away to J.D. Martinez this at bat. One curveball. See that changeup. Back-to-back changeups.
Neither of them strikes or close. A 9-pitch at bat ends up being a walk.
Bad command there. All the arm side throws. Everything away. Missing badly with 2 changeups.
Are you keeping up with NESN on Instagram? If you're not following NESN, you're missing out on cool behind-the-scenes photos of your favorite New England teams. Follow NESN on Instagram today. J.D. Martinez with a leadoff walk here in the second inning. First walk of the day given up by Owens, and it brings up Nick Castellanos. 240 with 11 home runs and 50 runs batted in for the Tigers' third baseman. Great numbers against left-handed pitching. 342 coming in. Red Sox featuring back-to-back lefties. Miley last night, Owens today. Bat goes flying as the ball is fouled off, goes into the Tigers dugout. Dugouts here are enormous.
Get how you lose your bat. It's not like he got fooled, right? It's fastball. Couldn't hang on.
These have to be the biggest dugouts, I think, in the majors.
Giant dugouts.
Drive a truck to that thing.
Oh, yeah. It's a fastball that he just launches the bat.
It's almost like when they built this ballpark, they decided to make everything that was small at the old ballpark oversized in this ballpark.
The old ballpark was ridiculous. The cement, you had to duck your head every time you went into the dugout. I got smoked I don't know how many times.
Throw to first and back to the bag is Martinez. Did you like pitching in the old place, though?
I did not.
Did not.
No. That second deck was just hovering right there, you know? Guys used to hit balls out of that place. It made it look like they hit it 500 feet, but it was just, you know, to me, second wasn't that far of a shot to hit it out of the whole stadium.
We had a shot of where it used to stand coming off the open, and I was amazed by how small an area that really was. I mean, it was a street block, basically. That's it.
I mean, it's a big ballpark. The center field used to be 440, but I'm talking about left-handed hitters trying to flip balls out. They'd hit the second deck, and it looked like a monster shot, and it was like 320, you know, and it hit the second deck like it was 500 feet.
So it just looked bad.
Yes, it looked horrible.
1-2 pitch, a fly ball to right field. Shallow. Castillo coming in. Out to make the catch is Rutledge. Ended up he had the best opportunity. He goes out there to make the grab for the first out of the inning.
Castillo was not even in the vicinity on this fly ball. Rutledge made an attempt at that.
All right, so there it is. It is now Ernie Harwell Park, the great broadcaster here from Detroit, who fought so hard to keep Tiger Stadium up for so many years. And, of course, ended up being torn down, but it is now a field there. And you make your way over here to Comerica Park, where we are today. There we are. Right next to Ford Field, where the Lions play.
It did look small, though, didn't it?
Yeah, so I'm guessing it was straight up is what you're talking about.
Yes.
I believe that was the ballpark you were talking about where you thought the mound was crooked or something.
Yeah,
is that right?
It's like it was pointing towards right field. You know
How is that possible?
I know. It's just my imagination. I was so concerned with that, them hitting the ball out of the ballpark. To me, it was worse than Yankee Stadium short porch.
In there for a strike and it's 1-1 to James McCann.
Haven't seen a lot of pitches inside so far. Gonna have to make an adjustment second time around this lineup. There you go.
Jeffrey Marte waiting on deck. One out, runner at first. One's now backing off. And Swihart going back and forth.
Back away again.
End up kind of yanking it down and in. Ball's behind 3-1.
Hasn't looked real sharp so far, command wise.
And there's ball 4. Second walk of the inning and of the outing. Charge to Henry Owens. Tune in August 18th and 19th to Nesson for coverage of the WEEI Nesson Jimmy Fund Radio Telethon, presented by Arbella Insurance Foundation. Arbella Insurance Foundation, here for the Jimmy Fund, here for good.
Early on here with Owens, it doesn't look like he really wants to party too much with that fastball, does he?
Not really challenging anybody?
No, not at all.
2 on, 1 away, and Jeffrey Marte, the batter. 235, 2 homers, 6 runs batted in. Back-to-back starts for Marte at first base as Owens falls behind, does come in that time, but missing. In the air to right field. Rusney Castillo makes the catch out there for the second out of the inning. No advance for the base runners. So 2 down, 2 on now for the Tigers. Now the Red Sox end of summer family pack is back this year from August 17th through August 23rd. Take the whole family to Fenway Park. Get a free parking, a free duck boat ride, and a free hot dog and Coke. Visit redsox.com/family pack for tickets. 2 down, 2 on. Anthony goes, the batter. 259 average coming in. 2 homers, 18 runs batted in. Owens trying to work his way around. 2 walks in the inning.
Owens looks like a giant Frank Tanana. You know, that's what I can't help but think about Frank Tanana when I watch this kid pitch.
Pitch for the Angels and Red Sox, correct?
Yes.
On the ground down the first baseline, foul.
But I don't think Frank Tanana had the size feet that he has. Look at the size of this kid's feet. Huh? I mean, they're gunboats, man. I'm not kidding. I think they're 16, size 16. I mean, that's probably the length of the rubber.
Owens listed at 6'6". This one back at him. Changed direction, but he fields and throws. Better throw this time, and he gets out of the jam. He walks 2 in the inning. Unscathed, though. 2-0 Red Sox. Use hashtag NESN Data Strong Fan, and you just might see yourself in an upcoming broadcast. Tweet your photos now. Brought to you by T-Mobile. Well, it worked again on Travis Shaw. They keep unwrapping and wrapping that wrist. Like it may have been cut open on the cleating that he took from Jose Iglesias at first base. Continues to play here today. Xander Bogaerts leads it off in the 3rd inning. And fouls the first pitch back. Bogaerts a strikeout victim in the 1st inning. One of 2 strikeouts today for Verlander. This was the play earlier in the game where he was stepped on his wrist. DraftKings.com is paying out over $300 million this baseball season. DraftKings has given out $34 million to Boston residents alone since the site launched. Get your free entry into a one-day fantasy baseball contest today using promo code NESN.
Couple fastballs inside have set up that fastball away. Punched out on a fastball away. First time up.
Ortiz on deck. Verlander about to throw his 50th pitch of the day.
hook right here.
On the ground to third base, Castellanos throws out Bogarts for the first out here in the third inning. One down, it brings up David Ortiz. Well, David now 23 home runs in the season, and this was last night's home run.
That was off Simon. A 2-0 fastball.
Takes it the other way this time. Rajai Davis traps it out there in left field. Loves it on a hop, and David Ortiz on with one out.
David Ortiz takes the breaking ball the other way. It's a good piece of hitting. Ball slicing. It's a nice play on one hop that Rajai Davis makes. That ball gets by him. Be trouble.
One out, one on, and it brings up Travis Shaw. On the ground, foul down towards the tarp. Red Sox with 3 hits so far today off Verlander. He has walked 2. Red Sox really never did square up a ball in that second inning.
No, it was not pretty, but it worked.
Little dribblers, an error.
Walked in a run.
Red Sox getting 2 runs in the second inning. Could have had a lot more.
Could have had 0 too.
That's true. Fly ball to left field. Rajai Davis on the run back towards the track to make the catch. Back to the bag at first goes Ortiz. 2 down in the inning. Well, Tuesday on the Red Sox Report, go behind the scenes to relive Pedro Martinez's memorable week from his enshrinement at Cooperstown to his jersey retirement at Fenway. Catch it on a special edition of the Red Sox Report Tuesday at 5. That had to be a whirlwind week for Pedro Martinez, starting with Cooperstown and the whole Hall of Fame experience.
Well, I think with Pedro, it started with his book, right?
Yep.
It came out at the start of the season. I mean, he planned that, obviously. Michael Silverman wrote the book.
When's the Eck book coming out?
It ain't happening.
No go?
No go.
I would think that'd be an interesting book.
How about your book? When's that coming out?
I don't have a book. I don't have a book
Everybody
yet.
thinks it's no big deal. You know, you write a book.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? It's like.
Oh. I mean, do you remember half the stuff?
But not only that, it's total exposure. I mean, it's like I'm not pulling my pants down anytime soon just to tell everybody what happened. You know what I mean? I mean, that sounds horrible. That didn't sound good at all. But you know what
you mean. I know what you mean. Yeah,
I'm exposed.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And it's personal. And, you know, it's
You'd rather keep it personal.
Not that it's bad, but it's like it's mine.
It's your stuff.
It's my stuff.
And it stays with Denny.
Yes. But looking back, it's hard to remember some of this stuff.
Yeah. Short lead at first for David Ortiz. 2 down. The Owls are winning on a 1-2 pitch. And most of the good stuff you couldn't really use, because then you would lose friendships. And
yeah, because you can't just, you know, be vanilla. You've got to say something.
Have some
right?
stuff.
Some stuff. And I don't want to hoot on anybody.
Right.
There's some guys I could hoot on too. Don't hoot on me, I won't hoot on you.
In the air, foul down the right field line, out of play. Well, if you change your mind, I would like to read it.
Well, I'll just tell you about it. You don't have to.
I feel like I know a lot of this stuff, but
right. There's a couple chapters, that some people that I've met that over the course of my life that were some great guys, and then some difficult situations I went through. Personal stuff.
Piazza strikes out to end the inning. We are through 2.5. Red Sox have a 2-0 lead. The 75 season in their 112th game, the Red Sox beat the Brewers 4-2. Fred Lynn had 3 hits and 2 RBIs for the Red Sox. We head into the bottom of the 3rd inning back in Detroit. Red Sox have a 2-0 advantage. Henry Owens back on the mound. When I was a kid, I thought Fred Lynn was much bigger than he actually is. Not a very big guy.
No, he's not. He took me deep twice in the same game. I think he hit the same seat. You know what I'm saying? The same seat. Don't forget that.
You watch all of where your home runs went?
But that in particular, I remember it was like the same thing, almost the same trajectory and everything in the same seat. Because I followed it all the way. I went, man, that's the same thing as last time.
1-1 pitch up and away to Rajai Davis, leading it off here in the 3rd inning. Off-balance swing there, and it's 2-2.
See the good off-speed stuff that he's got. That's what his bread and butter is, really, not the fastball. It's the changeup. He loves his changeup. He talks about it. We haven't seen a lot of them. Control just hasn't been there today.
Well, he walks the leadoff hitter for the 2nd straight inning. Set it down to Guerin.
Thanks, Don. I talked to Henry Owens the other day, and he told me that he was really relieved to get that first start under his belt. He said he wasn't nervous, just really anxious. Now, Owens' family had flown out from California to see his debut, and he said he could hear them screaming the entire time, and it meant the world to him that they were there. He also told me that he learned a lot from that first start, and he was really looking forward to today. Eck, what was your second start like?
Second one was pretty good. I didn't start till May because I came out of the bullpen for the first month and a half. And my first start was against the Oakland A's back in the days when they had the World Championship teams. This is 1975, so I shut him out. First game of the doubleheader. So the second game, I went out to Oakland and pitched against him again. So all my people were out there. That's what I remember, and I beat him again. I was styling, man. There's a backstory to that, but that's for the book.
There's more?
Yeah, I mean, I was dealing, and then we got on the plane after that, and I was like 3-0 ahead of 0-something. I was dealing. Frank Robinson was the manager. He gave me a ball because the stewardess wanted us to sign the ball. So he said, "Hey, Rook, sign the ball." So I signed the ball, and I put the ace at the bottom of under parentheses, right?
Wow.
And then Frank said he looked at it, and then Gaylord Perry was on that team.
Who was the ace at the
time?
Who
was the ace.
Yeah.
And he took that ball straight over to Gaylord Perry. Said, "Look at this." Ooh. That wasn't good.
Wow.
I was just kidding. But I was feeling it. You know what I mean? I was feeling it.
Jose Iglesias taking a pitch high, 2-0. So you're a little bit cocky, but you backed it up.
I know. I got carried away. It was a facade most of the time. You have to have that body language. You got to feel it, even though you may not believe it sometimes.
Low throw. And it's dug out over there by Shaw. Heard 77 thefts since 2011. And a good-sized lead over there at first base for Davis. There he goes. Pitches off the glove of Swihart. Davis is going to keep on going for third. He's going to get 2 bases on this.
And he does this to the Red Sox. It's uncanny what he does to the Red Sox. He's with Toronto. He did it with Oakland. I mean, he's always running. I mean, he's going to run, but look at him look back. As soon as he saw that ball go by Swihart, he knows he's going to get 3 out of this. Nobody out. It's gone. He had that bag. Had to be a wild pitch.
Stolen base and a wild pitch gets him to third base. 3-0 pitch coming now to Iglesias. That's in there for a strike. Owens walked 2 in the second. He walks Davis to begin the third, and now Davis is at third base with nobody out. Line down the right field line, foul. Owens able to battle back, full count. Ian Kinsler waiting on deck. Tigers batting here in the home half of the third inning. Popped up. Shaw into foul ground. Makes the catch. Big out there for Owens, the first out here in the third inning.
Came back all the way back from 3-0 to get a little measly pop-up from Iglesias.
One out, Davis at third base. Here's Ian Kinsler, doubled in the first inning. So far the only hit off Owens in this game. All that glanced off the glove of Brock Holt at third base. Strike over the inside corner. Kinsler, of course, broke into the big leagues with the Texas Rangers before coming here to Detroit. Fouled off to the right, out of play. We'll follow the Red Sox all season with MLB.com at bat, the #1 app for live baseball. Get MLB.com at bat for your smartphone or tablet today. Rajai Davis at third base with one out here in the third inning. Kinsler fouls it back. Still 0-2. Broke into the big leagues in 2006 with Texas. First year in Detroit last year. Played in every game but one last year. 161, hit 275. Popped up, foul, backing out of play.
You would think at this point that Detroit had gotten better of the deal. We're talking about Prince Fielder, who he got traded for, went over to Texas. Fielder was out all last year, so they definitely got the best of the deal at that point. But you've seen what Prince Fielder's done since then. They're having a great year this year.
Just didn't work out for Prince here in Detroit for some reason. 0-2 pitch is down low, and it's a ball and 2 strikes. Kinsler sprays it foul off to the right, out of play.
Nobody can seem to square it up. Everybody's popping it up, hitting the ball hard the first time. It kind of fooled Holt down the line, that double that Kinsler hit the first time.
Victor Martinez waiting on deck.
Advantage pitcher when you haven't seen a guy before. Setting him up for something, this pitch. He's not going to swing at that. He's setting him up for, what is this? Change up, down and away. What do you got? Another fastball.
Jams him, and a little pop-up. Shaw, the first baseman, will make the catch. That worked out very well.
I mean, he was fooling them with fastballs. You can't believe that he's coming at him with a fastball. He was probably sitting on something soft, and he'd get in his kitchen. Fastball inside, belt high. Can't do anything with it. Two pop-ups to first base.
So Kinsler frustrated. He's out number 2. Tigers had Rajay Davis at third base with nobody out. He's still there with 2 down. Now Victor Martinez struck out swinging in the first inning. 1 of 2 strikeouts today for Owens. Owens has now walked more than he has struck out. 3 walks to 2 strikeouts. Strike 1, generous.
Got these late strike calls. You're not sure he's going to call a strike. Breaking ball, high breaking ball out of the zone. He calls it a strike. That's an ugly breaking ball.
Line to center. Bradley's not going to get there. From third comes Rajay Davis. And the Tigers are on the board. Victor Martinez with a 2-out RBI single to center. It's now 2-1 Boston. That leadoff walk comes back to bite Owens.
Left a little breakup ball out over the plate. I think a little slider would get some of the plate. Falls down a little bit, but a bullet. I thought was going to carry enough for Bradley to catch it, but RBI by Martinez. He stung that, but they're playing him pretty deep.
Willis out there to talk to Owens. Has 2 outs. Victor Martinez at first, and now he's got J.D. Martinez coming up.
He's got a lot of pitches too, almost 60 pitches through 3 innings, not even through 3. Really nibble a lot all day. This is a 2-0 wild pitch, not even close. A misfire, and Davis went to third.
Martinez fouls it off to the right, out of play. Walked in the second inning. Ajay Davis got it started in this inning with a walk. 0-1 pitch. Fouled back, and it's 0-2.
He doesn't throw that hard, but he uses his fastball more than I thought he would.
Fifth pitch of the inning coming up here. Very high. At 21 starts with the Paw Sox this year, 3-8 with a 3.16 earned run average. Fly ball headed out towards center field, left center. De Aza coming from left, and Bradley from center. It'll be Jackie Bradley Jr. makes the catch. It ends the inning. Tigers get on the board. It's 2-1 Red Sox. Eastern Bank is here to make your banking and your day easier. See how at easternbank.com. Here, your first Eastern Bank. Ty Cobb. You know, I did not know his real first name was Tyrus. I didn't know that. I just knew him as Ty Cobb. But he is Tyrus. His real name. I saw it outside on the statue.
The Georgia Peach.
Yes.
Hello. Spikes up.
Kind of a nasty guy.
Yeah.
Blake Swihart, Josh Rutledge, and Jackie Bradley Jr. The bottom third of the Red Sox order. This one fouled off. At the catcher, the home plate umpire. Got one of them. Came off on a ricochet. One or both?
Got them both, I think. Boom, boom. No.
McCann, as it turns out. 0-2 pitch. Swihart grounding and foul. Ace Ticket has great deals on the best seats to the Red Sox and Patriots games, as well as shows like Zach Brown at Fenway. Visit aceticket.com. Ace Ticket, it's more than a ticket. Red Sox getting 2 runs off Verlander in the second inning. Fly ball down the left field line will make its way foul.
Verlander's what he signed till 2019 with an option for 20. Another 5 years, about 25 a throw.
Looking for a fun activity for kids this summer? Visit NESN.com/freeze-frame to see the photo of the week. Then have your son or daughter send in a caption that could make it on the next NESN Clubhouse show. Visit NESN.com/freeze-frame today. Some ominous clouds have made their way over Comerica Park right now. The 0-2. Swihart. It's on top of that, drives it out towards right center field. On the run is J.D. Martinez. Pushed out to the fourth inning. This big, fast outfield here in Detroit.
You got to hit it a ton to hit it out up there. It's got a little scoreboard out there. You see J.D. Martinez. He doesn't really run all that well, but he gets to it. The ball's in the air for so long. Ghost is not even in the pitcher almost.
One out for Josh Rutledge. Fastball running in on him. Reached on an infield hit in the second inning. One of 3 Red Sox hits on the day off Verlander. Fouls it off to the right.
We're talking about the contract situation with Verlander going forward, 5 years left, whatever it is, and all that big money. This was a club that was all about, they could obviously swing the bat with Cabrera and Martinez and all that, but they were about starting pitching. Right? When they go into the season, he said this club's bound to win. When they started this year, last year they had Scherzer, Verlander, Price, Porcello, they had
Fister,
Sanchez, who they gave a lot of money to, and Fister they off, but they had 5 solid starters. Now they didn't want to pay Scherzer. Obviously, they don't want to pay Price. Where are they going to go from there? They didn't want to pay Porcello. We did. But they're in a situation here with the new general manager. Where are they going? This is a different club. These people here expect to win, just like the Red Sox fans.
Foul back, still 2-2.
They never have ever put a good bullpen together.
No,
never.
No, even in the good years, there really wasn't one.
You go back to Valverde had a nice year for them,
and then didn't the next.
And they were always scuffling to find something. Then they got Nathan when he was almost too old. He's hurt now, and I don't know if he'll ever come back. And he barely got the job done last year.
They're kind of hoping Rondon, who they thought was going to do it a couple years ago, can do it now.
Well, he looks like the real thing last night, didn't he?
Yes.
Ooh.
Hundo.
Yes. Ooh, nicely done.
Fouled again, off to the right. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up here for Josh Rutledge. Making Verlander work in the 4th inning with 1 down. Verlander wanted that.
Might have been a strike, but it was just a looping curveball. Caught the top of the strike zone, but it's not a good pitch. It's a hanger.
Rutledge goes around, tried to hold up, could not, and strikes out. 4th strikeout victim for Verlander. 2 down in the inning.
He follows the curveball with a slider that's up out of the zone, and Rutledge can't hold up.
Nika Insurance, great service, great coverage, and a great price for auto, home, or life insurance. 2 outs here in the 4th inning. Brings up Jackie Bradley Jr. He walked with the bases loaded in the 2nd inning. Picked up his 5th RBI of the year.
He's walked more and he's more walks than hits since he's come up.
2 for 13 so far on the road trip. Head here though, 2-0.
Verlander wanted that.
Rockholt on deck. There are 2 outs here in the 4th inning. Yes, he did. Ted Barrett says he went around.
Two-0 pitch. Thinks he's going to get something to hit. Ball's down low. He can't hold up.
Popped up in the infield. Right side, Kinsler backing up. To make the catch, it ends the inning. Verlander with a 1-2-3-4. Red Sox have a 2-1 lead. By putting people and communities first, Eastern Bank helps make good things happen. Watch how good things are happening to local people at easternbank.com/goodthingshappen. 2-1 Red Sox lead as we head to the bottom of the 4th inning, and a liner to left. Eaza makes the catch as Nick Castellanos lines out to the left fielder for the first out of the 4th inning on the first pitch of the inning.
That'll help the pitch count, that one pitch out.
Now 64 pitches thrown by Owens. 1 out here in the 4th, and it brings up James McCann. He walked in the 2nd inning, 1 of 3 walks allowed by Owens in the game. In there for a strike, and it's 1-1. 16th batter that he's faced today. 8 first pitch strikes.
He's holding his own. I mean, you think about it, consider what he's been through. Yankee Stadium, and now this big crowd here in Detroit.
Fly ball down the left field line. De Aza on the move over towards the corner to make the catch in foul ground. 2 down. Uh-oh, got a little too close to the action. Fans with injuries get immediate care at the Beth Israel Deaconess Medical Center first aid station behind section 12 on the lower concourse. Beth Israel Deaconess Medical Center, the official hospital of the Boston Red Sox. Two down. Jeffrey Marte flied out to right field in the second inning. Fly ball to center field, struck well. Bradley in a full sprint, headed back at the wall, over the shoulder. He made the catch. Bradley on the warning track, 420 feet away, over the shoulder, basket style. 2-1 Red Sox through 4 innings.
What a play.
A grab out at center field. It's our Toyota play of the game, and this very good defensive play by Jackie Bradley Jr.
I mean, that is easy for him. I mean, this kid is such a great defensive player. He had a beat on that all the way. Turned around late, caught it, basket style. Don't worry about anything.
Brock Holt leads it off here in the 5th inning against Justin Verlander. His 3rd look at Verlander today. Holt flied out to center in the first, reached on an infield hit in the second, and picked up an RBI, his 27th of the year. And on the grass at third, Nick Castellanos. Shoots it foul, 0-2.
Boy, he's something to watch, though, isn't he? Plays center field.
Yes.
He just, everything has just come so easy for him. He's got a beat on everything. He always, I see him on a regular fly ball. He goes to the point where he thinks it's going to come down, turns around, there it is. A lot of ballparks can't hold that ball right there. That's a home run in some ballparks.
That was every bit of 420 out there.
Yes, it was.
Go over it again, though. I mean, if he could just hit something.
Right. You know, Mookie Betts coming back. He's not going to be out there much longer.
It's jammed and pops it up shallow center field. Ghost was playing shallow, and he's there to make the catch for the first out of the 5th inning. Now 6 in a row retired by Verlander. We'll be going back to the studio at the end of this inning. You want to make sure and stay with us as we check in with Tom Caron and Steve Lyons.
See what they think.
One down for Rusney Castillo. 0 for 2 in the game. He's popped out to second, grounded out to third base. Goes shallow again in center, but moved over towards right center. 0-2.
High slider. Verlander used to be fastball, curveball, changeup. We've seen several sliders today. There's a hook.
Two balls, 2 strikes now. Rusney Castillo has popped out to second base and grounded out to third. Xander Bogaerts waiting on deck. Castillo fouls it off to the right out of play.
Ghost in center field. Looked like he's playing so shallow he could hit a ball over his head.
He can go get it, though.
Yeah, it's deceiving. There's so much grass out there. It's a deep center field.
It's like he can hear you.
Yeah.
Why are you talking about me? I'm fine where I am.
Like, back up, man.
Breaking ball for strike 3. It freezes Rusney Castillo. There's strikeout number 5 for Verlander. 2 down here in the 5th inning.
Really a backup, ugly backup curveball that catches the inside up and in part of the plate. That's not where he's trying to throw it, but it does catch a part of the plate. That high strike.
Two down here in the 5th inning. Xander Bogaerts 0 for 2. Struck out in the 1st inning swinging, grounded out to third base in the 3rd inning.
Red Sox really haven't hit the ball hard. I think go back to the inning when they scored a couple runs. They didn't hit anything hard.
Well, it was an error at second base, an infield hit, another infield hit. A couple of walks mixed in by Verlander in that inning, and Red Sox came away with 2 runs. Meanwhile, this is pitched 92 for him on the day. That's fouled back 4 2/3 and now 92 pitches. So a lot further along in his pitch count than he'd like to be at this stage of the game. 106 pitches in his last outing, a 7-inning effort against Kansas City. Most he's thrown in any game this year is 117 pitches. He's at New York back on June 19th.
Here's that slider again.
Left it up and it's fouled off to the right. For every Red Sox game that goes into extra innings or the Sox get a save, CVS Pharmacy will make a donation to Children's Hospital towards a $25,000 commitment once again this season. CVS Pharmacy, the official pharmacy of the Boston Red Sox. Two down here in the top of the 5th inning. Red Sox on top 2-1. Bogarts lines one to left. Rajai Davis leaps and can't get it. Up over his outstretched glove, back to the track of the wall. And Bogarts has got himself a 2-out double. Breaks up a string of 7 in a row, retired by Verlander.
Talk about hitting the ball hard. That's the first ball that really was stung. Rajai Davis cannot catch up with it. Thought it was a line drive right at him, but watch the carry on this ball. Fastball that's crushed. He came in a little bit. Ball's over his head. Double easy for Bogarts. Thought that ball had some topspin on it, and it just took off.
Here comes Brad Ausmus with 2 outs and a runner at second base. Nobody up in the Tigers' pen. Nobody has been up. Just a message from the manager. And Ortiz coming up. Or they consider putting him on.
That's exactly what this is all about. Obviously, I mean, they got to come to their senses one of these days.
And say, we're not going to pitch to this guy.
They get beat to death by Ortiz. The numbers are staggering what he's done. Not just this year, but over the last 5 years. Ridiculous.
Verlander's pitching line brought to you by your Eastern Lexus dealers. 2 runs, neither earned. He's walked 2, struck out 5. And they are going to pitch to him.
Carefully. Throw a couple pitches away, and it's ball 2, and then they walk.
Not shifting here in this instance, as Kinsler backs up to short right field. Second baseman for the Tigers. Now we'll see if they put him on intentionally.
I mean, why waste the bullets? You know, why waste them? They could do without this throw the ball to intentional walk stuff.
You can see this go away.
Go
would
away.
bother you?
Get away. Go. Just go to first base.
Because of wasting the bullets? Because
no, this isn't a waste of time. Just tossing it. Just time. I want to walk him. Go away. Right? Do you think anybody wants to see this? I mean, I guess he could accidentally throw. I've seen a guy throw it away.
That changes everything.
I know. I kind of had a hard time doing it sometimes because you just try to toss it.
It's not natural.
It's not natural. But meanwhile, I don't like it.
Do away with it. That's your idea for the change of pace of game.
There you go. That's it.
Get rid of intentional walks.
And that's nothing. No big deal.
Two down. Bogarts at second base. David Ortiz at first now. And a pitch in there for strike 1. Travis Shaw's walked and flied to left.
What's the story here? You threw him a fastball and he wasn't looking for it? What's going on?
He's yapping with the umpire, I think.
What? Something wrong?
He have hurt himself. Here comes the trainer.
Oh, he tripped or something? He threw it 95 miles an hour. Feel some little twinge or something. See if he trips or something.
Nothing.
Oh,
there you go, right at the end.
It is, yeah. Kind of twisted his ankle a little bit. Well, he's not long for this game. It's after he threw it.
Whoa, right at the end. Wasn't even a landing leg.
It's dangerous out there.
So McCann back out there again to talk to him here. 2 on, 2 down. This is the area in which he rolled his ankle.
Yeah. Owens got that long stride. He's probably
landing in the
Owens spot.
Yeah.
Right?
It's like a snowshoe.
Right.
Like
See, and he twisted it the right ankle.
In there for strike 2. Even 100 right now. 103 is average, 117 the high we mentioned. That was against the Yankees back on June 19th. We got Holt to fly out to center. Castillo to strike out looking. Bogarts with a double to left. The intentional walk of Ortiz. Now it's 1-2 to Travis Shaw.
Travis Shaw's got his own problems. That blood coming out of his wrist all day, right?
He got cleated at first base by Jose Iglesias. Swing and a miss. Verlander strikes out Shaw. 6 strikeouts for Verlander.
97.
Let's go live to our studio. TC and Steve Lyons for the mid-5th studio show presented by GMC. Henry Owens. His pitching line brought to you by Ace Ticket. 4 innings, 2 hits, 1 run. He has walked 3, struck out 2, and about to throw his 70th pitch. As Anthony Gose, number 9 man, leading it off here for the Tigers. Shows Bunaz that pitch in the dirt.
Trying to hold on to that 1-run lead. He's getting it done. Control hasn't been the best, but he's making pitches. No one's. Oh, the ball that was hit good to center field was about it, and the double. Oh,
inside, and Gose.
Is that a foul ball?
Apparently got the bat.
Strange. How do you get a foul ball on this?
Off the knob.
Man, that's hard to do.
You got the hands out of the way
that
somehow.
That is hard to do. How do you not get hit on that?
Two-1. Very high. Owens operating up there again today quite a bit. Falling behind here 3-1.
Got to get this guy out.
Dealing with the number 9 man in the Tigers order. There's a high strike. Owens has already walked the leadoff hitter in 2 innings. He did it in the second, did it in the third.
This fastball here just barely catches the up and in zone. Strike zone is big this year.
Breaking ball, and he has walked the leadoff hitter for the 3rd time in the game.
How do you throw him a breaking ball?
It's time for Game Break, brought to you by Jordan's, the furniture store of the Boston Red Sox. Tom? The Yankees are fading fast.
Daily. And see the breaking ball, 3-2 breaking ball. Not the right call by me. I don't get that.
Throw to first, almost threw it away. Shaw had reach around the runner to grab that. Tough way to live, walking the leadoff hitter in 3 innings. He's able to get out of it in the 2nd inning. They did score a run in the 3rd, and 1-run game right here, and the lead runner walking in the 5th. He falls behind to Rajai Davis. Visit from Blake Swihart.
Really hasn't been all that pretty today from Owens.
Behind 2-0.
Well, he's out of sync right there at 86 miles an hour. It's like he's trying to aim that pitch over the plate.
Popped up, foul ground. Travis Shaw heading over towards the seats, and Shaw makes the catch. Right at the railing for the first out here at the bottom of the 5th inning.
High fastball pop up, just almost runs out of room. Just enough room for Shaw to catch this ball. Big out.
Double barreled action in the pen right now for the Tigers. Tom Gorzelani and Neftali Feliz, the former Ranger. Down, Ghosts at first base, and here is Jose Iglesias. For the first, and back to the bag is Ghosts. Red Sox now have action there, Ben. Justin Masterson up.
All these right-handers in the lineup match up good for Masterson.
Slinging it over that time was Owens. Starting to stop at first base, and a pitch in for a strike. Just trying to time Owens over there at first. Popped up, foul, and out of play. 0-2. Don't miss WB Mason Extra Innings Live right after the game. TC and Steve Lyons will break down today's game. You hear from Henry Owens, whatever, whenever, wherever. Who but WB Mason?
Owens concerned about Ghost. 16 stolen bases on the year. He's been thrown out 7 times.
Fouls it back. Kind of protecting the plate there is Iglesias lunging.
Ball's way outside. He got a piece of that. I don't know how.
0 for 2 in the game. He is grounded back to the mound and fouled out to Travis Shaw at first base. Runner goes, and the throw down to second base. He's going to be in time. Did not elude the tag. Guessing was Ghost, and he guessed wrong.
Well, his persistence paid off. You see Henry Owens over there, thrown over there many times. Not even a great move, but he just finally just took off. First move, you see Travis Shaw clear himself to make a throw. See him clear himself on the inside, the grass part of the infield, and the throw, the tag, he's out.
So that clears the bases now, 2 down. And Iglesias down 0-2. Popped up left side, sending Brock Holt into foul ground. And that'll end the 5th inning. So we're through 5. Red Sox have a 2-1 lead. Photo of the game. Use hashtag NESN Data Strong Fan. Just might see yourself in an upcoming broadcast. Brought to you by T-Mobile. 2-1. Red Sox have the lead over the Tigers as we head to the bottom of the 6th inning.
You got Verlander out there on fumes. You think about it, 103 pitches to this point. He's trying to get through this inning.
While Owens at 82 pitches through the first 5 innings. Well, the dugout for the Tigers has been an interesting place to hang out. This is Anthony Ghost's thoughts about getting picked off, caught stealing. A little frustrated. Dugout has been an eventful place to watch.
Well, it's a big dugout. You could fire stuff all over the place. It's not going to hit anybody else.
Ghost now out at center field, done throwing coolers around, will make the catch. Stay tuned following WB Mason Extra Innings Live for Red Sox Final. TC and Steve Lyons will have an update on the AL East race. That's tonight on Red Sox Final, presented by Uno's. Verlander has the first out here, the 6th inning.
You see the Yankees are losing to the Toronto, we just said, 2-0. You talk about the knuckleballers that started this. Stephen Wright pitched against him, right? Pitched a nice game, and then Dickey followed that up. against them and kind of put them in a funk.
That could mess you up.
Yeah.
Line caught at second base by Kinsler. A hot shot off the bat of Swihart. 2 down. Things have certainly tightened up. The Blue Jays on quite a run and head-to-head with the Yankees. Could be a game and a half back by the end of this series against New York if that score holds up.
The Yankees were scoring runs like going out of style there for a while, right?
Big time, big time.
Now they're just stopped.
Josh Rutledge, 1 for 2 today. Reached on an infield hit in the second, struck out swinging in the 4th inning. We talk about it, seeing the Yankees. When you look at their rotation, you really expected, I think, them to do something bigger at the trade deadline to take care of that situation, to add another starter. Perhaps they were the team I was expecting maybe David Price to go to, perhaps.
Right. They just couldn't make it happen. There's no doubt in my mind that the Yankees were trying to do something. It wasn't just about Severino coming up. That's not the answer.
Pitch 110 for Verlander. Falls behind, 3-1.
He's going to lay this ball right in there.
Still throwing hard, 93 miles an hour, despite the pitch count here today. H.B. Hood salutes the Red Sox Foundation for its commitment to 4,900 accredited charities throughout New England. Payoff pitch. And a swing and a miss. Verlander with his 7th strikeout, a 1-2-3-6 inning, a 2-1 Red Sox lead. Eye on TC. Should managers be allowed to ask for a review after losing a challenge? Text Sox 1 for yes. Text Sox 2 for no. Text your answer to 536-536. Message and data rates may apply. One message per vote. Visit NESN.com/terms for terms and conditions as well as privacy policy. Bottom of the 6th inning, Ian Kinsler, third batter in the order here for the Tigers, to be followed by Victor Martinez and J.D. Martinez. Certainly the toughest part of this order for the Tigers.
I think would be a short leash right here too on Owens.
Line to left, and a fair ball. Fan grabs it, reaching over, and it'll be 2 bases for Ian Kinsler. A good start to the bottom of the 6th inning for the Tigers.
Ian Kinsler stays on fire. He's been wearing it out in July, and it continues. Breaking ball double. See ya, Owens.
So short leash indeed.
Looked like a breaking ball. He was all over it. One hop throws him to the stands. Like he's looking for it, but the ball's right down the middle.
So that is a day for Henry Owens. It's 2-1 Red Sox right now. The pitching change from Detroit. Sox have the lead over the Tigers. Owens frustrated as he comes out, responsible for the runner at second base, and Kinsler just doubled off him.
He got through it somehow, but command issues all day long.
Masterson into his second game of the series, 18th overall in the year. 4-2 with a 5.55 earned run average, 48 strikeouts, 26 walks, and opponents hitting at .290 against Masterson. Comes in to face Victor Martinez with Ian Kinsler at second base. Masterson went an inning and a third on Friday night here against the Tigers. Ground ball up the middle. Bogarts was right there behind second. Throws out Victor Martinez, but Kinsler takes third base.
Yes, it's a productive out. You take the out, tough bat like Martinez just to get him out. Sinker ball works. A weak ground ball up the middle. We got a guy there.
Infield in now for the Red Sox with a tying run at third base, one out. And J.D. Martinez trying to lift something here, sends it foul.
Infield in. This is the guy that you're looking for, really looking for a punch out. Masterson with that Frisbee that can be nasty at times.
Fouled back, and it's 0-2.
Got away with the pitch there. Now it's time for that Frisbee. See the fastball middle up. Oof.
And a foul tip for strike 3. Strikes him out. Huge strikeout. 2 down.
Man, he just fastball by him, foul tip, like you said, beat him. He must have had that slider in the back of his mind because this fastball beat him. Right there, too.
2 down. Kinsler at third base. Nick Castellanos 0 for 2 in the ball game today. Has popped out to second. Lying sharply out to left field his last time up. Under foul, and it's 0-1.
See that ball sinking hard down and in. Masterson's done a nice job up to this point, making easy work of it. Got to finish this guy off. He's talking to himself over there. He can't believe it. 2 balls right by him.
On a strike now to Nick Castellanos. Owens responsible for the runner at third as Masterson comes in a jam, but has 2 outs now, trying to get out of it. Missing for ball 2. James McCann, the Tigers catcher, waiting on deck. Three and 1.
You just never know with Masterson. He could be all over the place or he could paint. You just don't know what you're going to get. So far, so good, but
Verlander looking on 113 pitches through his 6 innings. Ball 4 ball gets away, but not far enough away for Kinsler to try it. Castellanos on the walk.
Well, I tell you, at first move, I thought this ball's going all the way back, but he got enough. He got a glove on it, just trinkled away. There's no way he could have scored. That would have been ugly.
So Castellanos at first, Kinsler at third, 2 down. Then it brings up James McCann. He walked in the second, fouled out down the left field line in the 4th inning. McCann hits it on the ground to Bogarts. He'll go to second for the force out, and Masterson comes in and gets out of the jam. Red Sox still with a 2-1 lead through 6 innings. Southwest Airlines. Book your low fare now at southwest.com. Sullivan Tire and Auto Service. Thank you, New England, for 60 great years. Your local Subaru dealers. And by Digital Federal Credit Union. See what DCU can save you. Well, keeping score today as we play along here to the 7th inning. The pitcher on for the Tigers, Tom Gorzelani, into the game. His 31st appearance, 1-1, 6.38 earned run average. First appearance of the series, 15 walks, 19 strikeouts. Verlander went the first 6 innings today, allowing 4 hits and 2 runs. Verlander walking 3, 1 intentionally, and striking out 7 in his outing. None of the runs were earned to Verlander.
On that base hit, the error by Kinsler that I thought was a bad hop, should have been a hit.
Jackie Bradley Jr. head of the count, 2-1. More action for the Tigers. Natali Feliz continues to warm in the pen. Former Texas closer.
Gorzelani, he's been around the block. He's been everywhere. Pirates, Brewers, Cubs.
Washington, Milwaukee the last 2 years.
Pittsburgh at some point.
Pittsburgh, he started with Pittsburgh 05 through 2009. And the Cubs, Nationals, and Brewers. That one runs away. Signed by the Tigers as a free agent January this past offseason. 32 years old.
Used to start a few years, but he's kind of a left-handed specialist now.
Fly ball to right field, sending J.D. Martinez back towards the warning track at the wall, and that ball is going to be gone. Jackie Bradley Jr. is homered and given the Red Sox a 2-run lead on top 3-1. Second home run of the year for Bradley.
How about that? Tough left-handed specialist pitcher throwing from the side. Gets the count full, and he puts a charge into this ball. High fastball. He lifts. This ball jumps out of here. Look at this. Can't buy a hit, and he finally gets a tough left-hander, and he takes him deep. That's got to feel good, boy. He sprinted around those bases.
And for every home run the Red Sox hit the rest of the season, Alltown will donate $500 to Cystic Fibrosis Multiple Sclerosis Fund. Alltown is New England's premier healthier convenience retailer. Leadoff home run by Jackie Bradley Jr. Right after the Tigers had a golden opportunity to tie up this game at the very least. But the Red Sox grab another run here. Now Brock Holt batting with nobody on and nobody out. Off the pitcher, kicks out to Kinsler, who throws out Brock Holt by half a step. But due to popular demand, the Red Sox have extended the no-fee ticket offer through tonight. Head to redsox.com to get your tickets for the last homestand of the summer. Offer ends at 11:59 tonight. And Osmus headed out to the mound. And he will make the change. Feliz will be coming in. Red Sox have a 3-1 lead. Pitching change from Detroit. One out here in the 7th inning. Neftali Feliz into his 28th game of the year, 1-3 with a 7.81 earned run average, 23 strikeouts, 14 walks, and opponent sitting at 336 against Feliz. Comes in for Gorzolani. And Rusney Castillo swings and misses at a 93-mile-an-hour fastball.
Feliz has gotten pounded this year. Texas let him go. Not a big deal, I guess, but he was at one point a great closer for them.
Spent parts of 7 seasons with Texas. 93 saves. Grounded to shortstop, Iglesias. Out number 2 as Castillo is retired. So 2 down here in the 7th inning, brings up Xander Bogaerts.
Feliz, he used to throw close to 100 miles an hour when he was with Texas when he first took over that job. You see the slider, not a bad slider.
Down and away, 1-1. More action for the Tigers. They have a left-hander up in the pen, Ian Kroll. Red Sox have a reliever of their own up in their pen, Robbie Ross, a little lefty. Seen a lot of Robbie Ross lately.
Yes, we have.
Strike call, 1-2. Bogaerts with a double his last time up to left field. One of the 5 Red Sox hits on the day. Strike 3 call. Bogaerts didn't like it. Ended up being a pretty good pitch. A home run by Jackie Bradley Jr. gives the Red Sox a 3-1 lead. It's 7th inning stretch from Detroit. Book your low fare now at southwest.com. Well, the game summary is brought to you by Xfinity as Owen started this game. Right now, the pitcher of record, 5+, 3 hits, 4 or no earned runs. Take that back, 1 earned run, 4 walks. Jackie Bradley Jr. with a home run to give the Red Sox a 2-run pad. Justin Verlander going 6 innings, giving up 4 hits and no runs.
This is how it got done today in the first inning. You talk about this big play. Doesn't seem like much, but a bad throw, and then Shaw gets spiked by Iglesias, steps on his wrist. And this is how the scoring started. Ball 4, bases loaded walk to Bradley, and then this busted bat base hit and nowhere land that ends up being an RBI. Not hit very hard, but an RBI by Holt. And then Victor Martinez gets a run on the board for the Tigers. And then JBJ goes bridge on a 3-2 pitch out of nowhere. Good for him.
Now Masterson back on the mound here for the Red Sox in the 7th. He got himself out of a pretty good jam there as Owens left the game after Kinsler had doubled. And a ground out gets the runner to third base. So it was a runner at third with 1 out. And Masterson able to get out of the inning unscathed. As it turned out, Kinsler was left at third base. It'll be Jeffrey Marte, Anthony Gose, and Rajay Davis in the bottom of the 7th inning. Masterson had a strikeout and a walk in the 6th inning. Tuesday at 6, don't miss Red Sox First Pitch, presented by Joseph Abood, available at Men's Warehouse. TC and Steve Lyons will look at Stephen Wright's path to the majors. Be sure to tune in Tuesday at 6. Red Sox and the Miami Marlins, where the Red Sox will be headed after the ball game today.
I've never been there. So
nice new stadium.
Right.
Best part is they have a roof.
Yes.
So there'll be no rain delays.
Because you know it's going to rain.
Yes.
Just
every day.
Every day.
Marte leading it off and taking ball 1. He's fly to right, flied out to the warning track in center field. A nice catch by Jackie Bradley Jr. A pretty good game defensively and offensively now is Jackie Bradley Jr. today. Did he go? Yes, he did, says Scott Berry, first base umpire.
He didn't think he went. I didn't think he really went, but we'll see. Huh?
I think he held up.
I think so.
Breaking ball there missing. Ghost waiting on deck, then Davis to follow here in the bottom of the 7th inning.
Masterson all over the place again. He has a hard time just trying to square up. Ball running all over the place.
It's been better than a month on the DL with right shoulder tendonitis. Foul outside of third. On the DL from May 13th through June 22nd. As he starts this inning, the action of the bullpen continues. Robbie Ross.
I think the way he's throwing, he's coming in the next hitter.
Fly ball to left field and deep.
See ya.
Long home run to left field for Jeffrey Marte, his 3rd of the year. And the Tigers back within a run again.
Masterson just trying to make a ball go straight enough to stay in the strike zone, and it was straight all right. 3-2 pitch, looking fastball, obviously, and that ball has nothing on it. It's upstairs in his eyes, and he just cleans it out of here way back. You have trouble throwing strikes, you got to lay it in there, and he did.
Well, John Farrell out to make a change here. Masterson departs after giving up the home run to Marte. Pitching change from Detroit. bottom of the 7th inning, and a bunt bid by Anthony Gose will make contact as Robbie Ross Jr. into the game for Boston. 34th appearance, 0-1 with a 3.98 earned run average, 35 strikeouts, 16 walks. Opponent sitting at 256 against Ross. Pitched in Friday night's game against the Tigers. Fouled off to the left. On one hit, struck out a batter in an inning of work.
See Marte taking Masterson deep. He hit a ball to center field that Jackie Bradley Jr. made a nice catch on too. 2 balls he had some jolted out of here almost. Hanley's helping him out up there. Ross has been throwing that hard breaking ball last few outings.
I think it goes to Chase. He doesn't. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Zhao up in the Red Sox pen. Swing and a miss, and Ghost down on strikes. So Robbie Ross strikes out the first batter that he faces.
Ghost looks so bad. I mean, he's overmatched here. This ball's in the glove. I mean, it's in the glove. I don't think they ever pitch hit for this guy. This kid plays every day. Hope he doesn't start throwing things around again.
1 out here in the 7th for Rajai Davis. Struck out in the 1st, walked, stole a base, scored a run in the 3rd, and fouled out to Travis Shaw at 1st in the 5th. As he takes strike 1 right down the middle. Jose Iglesias on deck. So Owens giving up a run today. Masterson giving up a run today. Well, Robbie Ross into the game. 1 for 6 against Ross. Here's Rajai Davis. Pop-up foul behind the Red Sox dugout at the first base side.
Oh, he got in his kitchen right there. See this fastball getting in on him. He cannot get there.
Davis thought about it. Almost a strike.
He had that outside part of the plate. If he could have hit it, I thought he did. After jamming him on the pitch before. Ball's got plate. See where he's set up. Looks high the way he caught it.
Left side, cut off by Holt. Gets up, and the throw is in time. Nice play by Brock Holt, who cut it off. Had the only shot to get him, and he does. A speedy Rajai Davis is thrown out.
How about this pick by Holt? Look at the hop. Look at him. Just a beautiful pick. Goes into the slide and takes a pick right there. That is a do or die pick. It is a big league play by Brock Holt.
2 down here in the 7th. And it brings up Jose Iglesias. 0 for 3 in the game. Back to the mound, has fouled out to the first baseman, fouled out to the third baseman. Now he takes strike 1. A little late on that, fouling it off to the right. Cole continuing to warm in the pen.
You watch Iglesias swing the bat. There's not much there. He's a little sort of a slap guy.
Towards first baseman Shaw. He will flip it to Ross. Gets the foot down. in time for the out that ends the inning. Another close play at first. Baseball or the Red Sox? Visit NessonClubhouse.com. Has videos, games, and a whole lot more. It's fun, free, and easy to use. Visit NessonClubhouse.com today. Now it's 3-2. Red Sox holding on to a one-run lead as Robbie Ross able to come into the ball game and retired all three batters that he faced to end the seventh inning. 3-2. Red Sox on top as a new pitcher on now for the Tigers. Ian Cole into the game. 26th appearance, 1-3 with a 5.23 ERA. 21 strikeouts, 12 walks. Opponents hitting at .310. Ortiz takes strike one. David has struck out, single to left, and last time up was intentionally walked. Verlander intentionally walking him in the fifth inning. Shift on here on the right side for the Tigers on David Ortiz. And it goes the other way with it. A base hit into left field. So the shift in place on the right side, he takes it to left.
Looks like he was trying to do that the pitch before. He hit real late. Thinking they're shifting like that, just a left-handed pitcher be a little late on a fastball, and that's all you have to do. A little lazy swing out there. Just make contact. Looks easy, doesn't it?
Sure.
End of the bat, doesn't hit it very hard, but nice placement.
So lead runner on here for the Red Sox in the eighth inning. And it brings up Travis Shaw. Walked in the second, fly to left in the third, struck out in the fifth. A liner to center field, and that's in for a base hit. Up to second base goes David Ortiz. Red Sox have the first two reach here in the eighth.
Kroll coming in to get the left-handed hitters out. Meanwhile, 2 on, nobody out. Diaza up.
Gene Lamont on the phone with the pen.
Late for a phone call, isn't it?
It's happened fast.
Yeah.
Alejandro Diaza has reached on a fielder's choice, struck out swinging, and flied out to center field. Gets the bunt down towards third base. Castellanos got to hurry, and it is just in time. Very close play at first base. And John Farrell up on the top step. See if he's going to challenge this or not. On the sacrifice bid here by Diaz, almost looked like he beat it out. We'll see if the Sox are going to challenge this.
Turned around late to bunt this ball, didn't give it up. Bunts it hard enough to get the third baseman. He has to hurry up here. It's bang bang at first. They're not going to challenge. Just barely beat it. Did not beat it.
So the sacrifice, runners at second and third with one out. Blake Swihart has reached on an error, fly to right, and lined out to second base. Fouls it straight back. Trying to jump on that 93-mile-an-hour fastball. It was up.
Infield halfway, not all the way in. David sure not running on contact, that's for sure.
Fouling it back again.
Gets a couple balls he can handle. He should have done something with it.
Rutledge on deck here for Boston. Base hits by Ortiz and Shaw to begin the inning. Alejandro De Aza gets a sacrifice bunt down, so it's second and third, one out. Fly ball foul off to the right. Another fastball, that time at 94.
Not trying to throw it right down the middle, though. He's trying to get that ball up out of the zone.
The action in the pen for the Tigers, Al Albuquerque. In the dirt and blocked by McCann. Three different stints this year coming up to the major leagues for Kroll. His last time called up on July the 6th from Toledo. Last year appeared in 45 games. Inside, 2-2.
Looked good, but it didn't have any part of the plate. Set up inside as a ball.
Full count now. Swihart got down 0-2. Sun is back with us here. Mostly cloudy here for most of this ball game. Into the 8th inning with one out, runners at second and third, and Red Sox trying to grab some breathing room here. And Swihart strikes out. Cole comes back to get him. 2 down.
He wanted to swing the bat looking for a strike. He didn't get it. He got a little cutter that ran down and in. Just could not. He was just too aggressive right there, thinking he's going to get a better pitch than that. Looking fastball, didn't get it.
2 down here in the 8th. Runners at second and third. Josh Rutledge 2 for 14 so far. And they're going to put him on with first base open. And Jackie Bradley Jr. coming up next. This will be the second intentional walk of the day handed out by Tigers pitching. Justin Verlander had intentionally walked David Ortiz back in the 5th inning.
This is exciting, isn't it? Watching this ball four. Just look at the drama.
You want this part of the game gone.
Yes. See ya.
Down to first base goes Rutledge on the intentional walk. Last time Jackie Bradley Jr. was at the plate, he did this.
3-2 fastball. Lift. Gets it out of here. Not an easy thing to do. That part of the ballpark. High fly ball. Bomb.
Now he bats with the bases loaded, 2 down here in the top of the 8th inning. That home run was his second of the year. Strike on that outside corner. A little bit high, 1-1. 4 for 13 in his career with the bases loaded, 9 RBIs. So Ortiz at third, Shaw at second, Rutledge at first with 2 down here in the 8th. Strike 2. Nibbling on those corners.
Hey, he got the corner on both of those. Jackie's got to protect right here. This kid's got that little slider he can feature too.
Popped up, foul off to the left and out of play.
Spoiled that one. Pretty good pitch.
Top of the order, Brock Holt on deck. There are 2 outs here in the 8th inning. On the ground, foul. Inning started with Ortiz singling to left. Shaw singled to center. De Aza with the sacrifice bunt, but Swihart strikes out. They intentionally walk Josh Rutledge, so bases loaded, 2 down, and now Jackie Bradley Jr. down on the count, 1-2. Outside for ball 2. Full count. Everybody on the move with 2 outs and a count of 3-2.
This guy can't throw a strike.
Bradley lines it down the right field line. It'll be a fair ball to the corner. From third comes Ortiz. Shaw behind him. From first base comes Rutledge. It is a bases clearing triple for Jackie Bradley Jr. and the Red Sox take a 6-2 lead. Big day for Jackie Bradley Jr.
How about Jackie? 5 RBIs on the day. He works a count to 3-2. He had walked with the bases loaded earlier. A home run off a left-hander and the triple right down the line. He gets a fastball and he cleans it out. Fastball in. Yanks this ball. Everybody's running. Everybody's going to score. Boy, did Jackie Bradley need a day like this. 5 RBIs on the day. Nice play in center field. This is Jackie Bradley day.
Now Brock Holt standing in and taking strike 1. So the base is loaded. He triples, and that'll send some of the Tigers fans to the exits. 38,766 on hand as this is to left down the line. Rajai Davis on the move, won't get there.
Boy, he's quick inside right there with the fastball after the last time up. He cleared the bases. Could have stood up, but what a day for Bradley.
Now Holt lines it into center field for a base hit, and from third comes Bradley. Red Sox take a 7-2 lead. Brock Holt with his second hit of the day, second RBI. And that'll chase Kroll from this game. The Red Sox getting the breathing room they wanted in this inning, as it turns out. Kroll ineffective. He'll depart. 7-2. Red Sox have the lead. Seven to 2. Red Sox have the lead over the Tigers. 2 down here in the top of the 8th inning. Albuquerque comes a 5th pitcher used by Brad Ausmus today. 49th appearance, 3.13 earned run average. Rizne Castillo, 8th member of the Red Sox, to bat here in the 8th inning. A 4-run inning so far for the Red Sox. Castillo looking for his first hit of the day. Rizne has popped out, grounded out, struck out, grounded out again. Tazawa is still warming in the Red Sox pen. Now this would be a victory today for Henry Owens, his first major league win.
Did what he had to do, had a 2-run lead, held it till the 6th inning.
Thanks to Masterson's work to get him out of that jam. He was responsible for the runner at third base when he left. Ball 4, and Albuquerque walks the first batter that he faces coming into the game. So 2 on, 2 down, and Xander Bogaerts coming up. Bogaerts with a double back in the 5th inning, a 1-for-4 day on the Red Sox shortstop.
This is pretty much the story of the Tigers. No bullpen.
Last 40 outings for Albuquerque has been pretty good, a 1.82 earned run average. Ball and a strike. Albuquerque establishing career highs last year. 72 appearances. Most innings he's ever thrown. 57 1/3 a year ago. On the ground at second base, Ian Kinsler throws out Bogarts, but the Red Sox score 4 times in the top of the 8th and take a 7-2 lead. Jackie Bradley Jr.'s triple cleared the bases. Presented by DCU. TC and Steve Lyons a preview Stephen Wright start against the Marlins. DCU, Digital Federal Credit Union. What can DCU save you? Well, earlier you were talking about Henry Owens' feet, and Hanley Ramirez in between innings measuring those large feet.
2 packs of seeds long, right?
What'd you say? You thought it was 16?
I think.
Wow.
Hanley's got nothing else to do.
Yeah, he's got a little free time. Not telling his manager about the size of his feet. John somewhat enamored by it as he walks away.
Yeah, I don't think he really cares.
Really Ian Kinsler leading it off and popping it up. Around home plate, Swihart makes the catch for the first out of the inning. It's time now for a look at the road ahead, presented by People's United Bank. And the Red Sox will have tomorrow off. They will spend 2 in Miami with another off day on Thursday. Kind of unusual to have 2 in the same week, wrapped around 2 games. And then the West, Seattle Mariners at home, the Cleveland Indians and the Kansas City Royals at home for the Red Sox, part of a homestand. And then the Red Sox back out to play the White Sox, and then it's back to New York again, where the Red Sox just were. This time it'll be the Mets. 1 out in the 8th, and Victor Martinez to face Tazawa, 4th pitcher of the day used by the Red Sox.
We're going to Miami. That team is scuffling with the worst record in the National League, I believe. Philadelphia just went ahead of them.
Yeah, Philadelphia with their 44th win.
Did
Miami 43 and 68 the record. That is the least amount of wins in the majors.
I was looking forward to hopefully seeing Jose Fernandez, but I think we may miss him. Not that the Red Sox want to see him. I haven't seen him pitch, and he's been like lights out at home. It's like incredible numbers at home.
Marlins have not yet announced their rotation for Tuesday and Wednesday. We know Stephen Wright going for the Red Sox on Tuesday, Eduardo Rodriguez on Wednesday. High drive to deep right, down the line towards the pole, but foul. Ooh, just out ahead was Victor Martinez, making a bid for his 10th home run of the year.
Back-to-back games taken Tazawa deep. Split finger last night. I think this was fastball. I'm not quite sure, but he was all over it. Just foul.
Body English here, trying to keep it fair. Center field hit well. Bradley headed back to make the catch for out number 2.
Boy, Victor has nice swings off Tazawa back to back.
Looks comfortable, doesn't it?
Doesn't he?
Jose Fernandez has a stiff right shoulder, I'm told, so probably won't see him in the series. 2 down here in the 8th. J.D. Martinez walked, flied out to center, and struck out swinging. So you've not been to the new ballpark then in Miami?
I have not. Is that where the Orange Bowl used to be, right? Is that where they built it? I
think so, yes. Yeah. It's got this thing in center field that is a lot of stuff going on. You got fish, you got
it's ugly.
Hit a home run, it does a bunch of stuff.
Funky.
It's very colorful.
Yeah, funky colors, right? Green, lime green, that sort of thing.
Yep.
Looks like a big yard to go bridge.
Yeah.
Doesn't it?
Yes.
Giancarlo has no problem going bridge anywhere.
There's a high fly ball hit well to left center field. Bradley again will be there to make the catch that ends the inning. We head to the 9th. It is 7-2 Boston. Seven to 2. Red Sox have the lead over the Tigers. Now Albuquerque back on the mound as David Ortiz, fooled on the pitch, goes around. David led it off in the 8th inning and was able to get a base hit to left field, taking it the other way with a shift on, and that's what started a 4-run 8th inning for the Red Sox. Now ground ball into the shift this time. It's Iglesias. Shortstop throws him out. One down here in the ninth. Brings up Travis Shaw, who has walked, flat out to left, struck out, and single. Machi getting ready in the pen. Sauer working the 8th inning, and looks like we'll see Machi face 6, 7, and 8 for the Tigers in the bottom of the 9th inning. At the very least, to be dealing with a 5-run Red Sox lead.
But I tell you, today it's getting to the point with Jackie Bradley. You start feeling badly for him. You know, I mean, things since he's the chance that he's gotten most recently because Mookie's been out. He got his opportunity and he didn't really make the most of it. But if anybody needed a game like today, it was Jackie. Especially off a left-hander, getting those hits off left-handers too.
We got to be happy for him. He's a great kid, and
boy, can he play D. You know, and then makes a nice catch out in center field, little Willie Mays basket piece over his head.
Two down here in the 9th inning for Alejandro De Aza, who takes strike one.
It's got to be a career piece, huh?
Yeah,
5 RBIs.
So. I'm trying to think of any other time where.
Right. I mean, I can't imagine him having more 5 RBIs some other game.
Quickly 0-2.
But what's Mookie Betts? What's his story today? Was he playing somewhere today?
Yes, Portland.
Okay.
The Sea Dogs.
So is he going to play Tuesday? Is that the story?
He was going to join the team in Miami if all went well. Sounds like he had passed every test he needed to from clearance from Major League Baseball as far as what you have to do now to be cleared, which is a good thing.
Boy, it seems like Pedroia hadn't played for a month, doesn't it? Because he probably came back too quick.
Yep.
Right.
Strings are tough.
Right.
July 22nd was his last game. This one fouled back to the screen. Certainly with the record the Red Sox have where they are position-wise, no point in really rushing him back.
No, not at all.
Two pitch in on the hands and grounded to Iglesias at short. And that will end the top of the 9th inning. A 1-2-3 inning. It's 7-2 Boston. As we head to the bottom of the ninth inning, Gene Machi into the game here for the Red Sox, trying to finish it off here in the ninth. Fourth appearance in a Red Sox uniform. 10.13 earned run average so far. Just 3 outings. Opponents hitting at .250 against him. Through a scoreless 7th inning Friday night here in Detroit, allowing 1 hit, striking out a batter in an inning. Was his first scoreless appearance as a member of the Red Sox. Was added to the roster at the end of July. The 30th, claimed off waivers from the San Francisco Giants 2 days before. Had been designated for assignment by the Giants. So Machi into the game here. And Castellanos leading it off for the Tigers in the bottom of the ninth.
Fastball split finger. Gets it up there to 93, 94.
I know you watch everybody across Major League Baseball. What was Machi not doing that got him DFA'd with the Giants?
Well, you know, when you have a lot of talent like they do, I mean, Bruce Bochy can run a lot of guys out there, and they have more than enough talent out there. That's why you try to pluck these guys, right? I mean, because you right away you think if the guy's DFA'd, he can't be that good, you know. But that's not the case, because clubs that have extra relievers, I mean, it's just got an abundance of them. And he had it going on there for the Giants. You go get a little rut, and then you find yourself low on the totem pole. There's only so many jobs. But that's what the Red Sox need to do. Pluck these guys, you know, and they're eyeballing every team. You can't have enough guys in the bullpen, because somebody eventually, from year to year, falls off. You know, they just don't. Relief pitching is just not something that you're going to be on top of your game every year.
That's a strike. It's amazing how inconsistent it really is year to year for a reliever.
It really is.
Rarely do you piece together 3 great years as 7th inning guy.
Right, true. That's why you see so many clubs each and every year try to redo their bullpen. Tampa does it every year,
yes.
Seems like, didn't it?
Well, Machi didn't want to do that. With a 5-run lead, he walks the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 9th inning. Leadoff walk to Castellanos, and here is James McCann. And walked in the 2nd, fouled out down the left field line in the 4th. Grounded into a fielder's choice in the 6th inning. Yanks it outside on a 94-mile-an-hour fastball.
Yeah, you lose that edge. A 7-2 game, you know, your adrenaline's not kicking like it should. Sure don't want to make this thing interesting like the other night when Koji had to come in the game with the bases loaded. He's not out there now.
On a strike to James McCann. Machi had pitched in 33 games for the Giants before being designated for assignment. 1-0 with a 5.14 earned run average. 20 earned runs in 35 innings pitched with the Giants.
You see him split his fingers, and the pitch that he just threw looked like a slider, but I think it's a split finger.
Did he go? No, says Scott Perry, first base umpire.
No, he didn't.
Swing and a miss, and he strikes out McCann for the first out of the 9th inning.
That's his punch-out pitch, that split finger that goes straight down. You don't want it to go sideways. He wants it to go down. The last pitch before that went sideways. This one went straight down.
It's there, and then it's not.
Right. It's a beautiful thing.
1 on, 1 out, and it brings up Jeffrey Marte, who homered in the 7th inning, which at the time made it 3-2. And the Tigers were back within a run. Red Sox with a big 8th inning, scoring 4 times. Hanley entertaining the bench today. Fly ball out to right field. On the move is Castillo, and he gets there. Almost overran it. Little slip out there on the warning track, but back to the bag at first goes Castellanos as Rusney Castillo runs that down. 2 down in the 9th.
He went a long ways for this ball. This ball had a little charge in it. Deepest part of the ballpark out there in right center field. Like you said, he almost did overrun it. Marte's hit the ball hard 3 times. Right, center, and left.
So 2 down, Castellanos at first base, and here's Anthony Gose. He's grounded back to the mound, walked, and struck out. In there for a strike, and it's 1-1. Not sure the leadoff walk, but since then he struck out McCann, got Marte to fly out to right. Top of the order, Rajai Davis waiting on deck. Machi would like to finish things off right now.
He could throw that thing for a strike or make that thing dip when he thinks for his punch-out pitch.
Ready with a 1-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss, and the Red Sox win. Boston able to take 2 out of 3 from the Detroit Tigers this weekend. As today, the big inning was the 8th inning, and the big day was for Jackie Bradley Jr. Ends up with 5 RBIs in this game, as the Red Sox make Henry Owens a winner for the first time in the major leagues, and the Red Sox win it 7-2. And Tom, a big day today for Jackie Bradley Jr.